Well, if there's a scoop to be found, this is the scooper. He is Malcolm Boyce, who is currently writing for People magazine, among other things, and he finds out all the stuff that's going on, such as Prince Andrew's recent trip to New York. He had fun.
Yeah, very interesting. He was scheduled to do a tour of the ABC studios there while Good Morning America was taping, and he casually mentioned that he would love to meet Lindsay Wagner and Brooke Shields, which threw him into blind panic. They decided they had to have Brooke Shields and Lindsay Wagner on the show, so Lindsay Wagner caught the red eye, flew overnight to do the show. They wheeled Brooke Shields in, and just by chance, he got to meet his two leading ladies, which was marvelous. But poor Lindsay Wagner's just had a kid, you know, and she agreed to do this to get a chance to meet Prince Andrew. She just...
Now, we were talking about soap operas here a moment ago. What about one of the soap opera stars, Jackie Zeman?
Jackie Zeman, she's doing a almost nude, I'm told, spread in Y magazine in June. I'm told that the biggest thing she wears in the spread is like a handkerchief. But what's really interesting, actually, I'm told that a whole bunch of the bundles of the printed copies have already gone missing. And they're turning up all over town. People are actually paying quite a bit of money for this, because this is going to be...
It's Y magazine?
Y magazine in June. I think it's the June issue. But they've already printed it, and they're already showing up. Somebody managed to steal about 3 or 4 of these bundles.
We were going to you mentioned Tristan's name real quickly,
Tristan.
from General Hospital.
He told me the other day that he's been told to put on some weight, which is really an interesting turnaround when most of these actors and actresses desperately trying to stay slim. Tristan... Well, Tristan's 6'1" and weighs 142 pounds, you know, which is downright skinny.
6'1",
weighs 142. I think that's what he's saying.
Tall. He's the right weight. He's
Well, he's either sore out the middle, but no. See, his wife Barbara was telling me that what she does every weekend, she locks him in the house and he drinks beer and she cooks up all these roasts and potatoes and chocolate cake. He's put on about 6 or 10 pounds so far. You're going to see him later.
Yeah, we'll see him later tonight. You have to ask him about that.
That's an interesting turnaround.
Yeah. You did a story also on Christy McNichol recently.
It's going to be the front page, the cover story in People next week.
Can you tell us a little bit about it?
She was on this film, I Won't Dance, with 16, 17 days left to go when she suddenly walked off the set, said she couldn't work on the film anymore. And the film has been scratched. I mean, they've given up on it. And she had a real serious problem. That's what the story's about. She was in hospital for 2 weeks, and it is all... The whole story is going to be there on Monday, but her brother Jimmy had a lot to do with bringing her around, and actually you saw her on the Oscars. She's now going to do a TV movie, but it looks like I Won't Dance is going to be I Won't Be Seen. I mean,
so even though she gets everything together, they still won't come back.
They've apparently given up on it, because everybody's gone their separate ways. Michael Onkine was co-starring with her, and he's gone off to do something else apparently. But it's a very sad case. She's 20 years old, and apparently a lot of it was simply this business of work, 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 and never really getting the chance to be a regular kid.
Too much too soon?
Yep. Yeah. And, well, the story will say that she's been told, take your time, enjoy yourself.
It's brilliant.
Yeah. I mean,
could you imagine that?
No.
I can imagine, yeah.
No, apparently not at all, but it's just literally that. You know, work, never had a chance to go through all the things that we all go through when we're growing up. And,
so she's just going to take it easy for a while?
Take it easy for a while. She's supposed to be doing a TV movie next, so sort of ease her way back in. But goodness knows what it may have done to her career, of course. You know, I mean, this is about a $12 million movie, apparently.
And what happens after that? What, the directors and producers?
Well, exactly. I mean, they're very nervous about hiring somebody like that
That's
again.
right.
Yeah.
And that's a scary thing for someone who's at that
some guys
age.
pay $2 for a marriage license and consider their wives a bad investment. It could have been this, $12 million.
12
you know. Yeah.
Poor Lloyds of London suffer again.
Well, you see, with the $2, you're stuck for life. You know, with 12 million, you lose it.
Not necessarily.
No. Bud Cort and Ruth Gordon starred in a now cult film, Harold and Maude.
And they've never appeared in anything together since then. I spoke to Bud Cort the other day. He told me that in September they're going to start shooting a film again together, which is something he's been involved in. He's been trying to get it together for 5 or 6 years himself. And he said it's not a sequel, which would of course be very hard because she died at the end of the last movie, at the end of Harold and Maude.
Yeah, that's
right. It was such a bizarre film, you could actually have done some sort of script that could have followed it up, but it's not going to be a sequel. He won't say what it's going to be called. He's been very secretive about it, but I think you can bet your life it's going to do incredibly well at the box office because Harold and Maude had such a...
Oh, and it still runs.
Still runs. I mean, I'd love to have a percentage of that movie.
I saw her in the Russian tea room. I would
She's
say
just terrific.
Yes, she is.
Just terrific. And it's got to be, I mean, I will be first in line to see a film with those two.
They did Harold and Maude how many years ago?
71. 71 they
It's
did.
been that long ago.
But we don't realize it's been so long because you keep seeing it. Everywhere you go, you keep seeing Fox Venice, you know, Harold and Maude.
Now let's get down to the serious stuff. What about the chipmunks? Don't they
The
have
chipmunks, this is the
Don's
real
alley
dirt.
here.
The chipmunks are coming back. I think the gentleman's name who invented them originally was Ross Bagdasarian.
Right, yes.
I knew I was going to
was on some of those shows.
Right, well, he died, I think, in 67. No, he died in 76, but the show's been off the air since
David
67.
Seville was the name he went by.
That's right.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You see, you know more than I in this.
Oh,
But they
David Seville is no longer with us on this planet?
No.
Right.
He
No
passed
kidding.
away.
That was Ross Bagdasarian.
76. It was actually 76 he died, but what actually happened in 1980, a DJ in Washington, D.C. was playing a record, and he put it on at the wrong speed. And to cover himself, he said, oh, that was Chipmunk Punk. And this started a sort of groundswell of people saying, what is this Chipmunk Punk? Ross's son...
After all, there's nothing too good for Donald. And you.